Let me ask you something. If your CRS score is around 470, 480, even 490, are you still expecting an express entry invitation in 2026 because something important has changed? Over the past few weeks, Canada has been sending invitations, thousands of them, but many strong candidates outside Canada are still waiting. And when you look carefully at the recent draws in March 2026, a very clear pattern begins to appear. A pattern that could completely change how you plan your immigration strategy. And today, I want to show you exactly what that pattern is. The official IRCC data shows several important draws recently. For example, February 6, 2026. Canada invited 8,500 candidates in a French language category draw. The CRS score dropped to 400. Then, just a few weeks later, another French category draw invited 5,500 candidates with CRS around 397. That is one of the lowest CRS scores seen in a long time. But there is something interesting here. Most of these invitations are not random draws anymore. Canada is choosing specific groups of candidates. This direction did not happen by accident. On February 18, 2026, the Canadian Immigration Minister announced a major policy signal. The government said express entry in 2026 would focus on three main groups. First, people already working in Canada. Second, French-speaking candidates. Third, targeted occupations that Canada needs. This means express entry is slowly moving away from the old system where everyone competed together. Now, Canada is selecting candidates based on strategic priorities. Let's talk about the biggest surprise: French speakers. For many years, French ability was helpful, but now it is becoming one of the strongest advantages in express entry. Look at the numbers. Canada issued 8,500 invitations in February, 5,500 invitations again in March, both specifically for French language candidates. And the CRS score dropped below 400. For many applicants, that is a huge opportunity. Someone with a moderate CRS score but strong French ability could receive an invitation faster than someone with a very high CRS score but no French. So why is Canada doing this? There are two main reasons. First, Canada wants to increase the number of French-speaking immigrants outside Quebec. Many provinces are trying to grow French-speaking communities. Second, Canada is trying to reduce immigration pressure in major cities while still supporting economic growth. French-speaking immigrants often settle in smaller communities, which helps regional development. So this strategy helps Canada solve two problems at the same time. Now here is the difficult truth. If you are outside Canada and you do not speak French, the pathway might be getting harder. Because recent draws show that Canada is focusing more on Canadian Experience Class candidates, provincial nominees, French-speaking applicants. This does not mean immigration is impossible, but it does mean the strategy many people used in the past may no longer work the same way. Simply waiting in the express entry pool may not be enough. So what should serious applicants do now? There are three realistic strategies. First, consider improving French language ability. Even intermediate French can dramatically improve your chances. Second, explore provincial nominee programs. A provincial nomination adds 600 CRS points, which almost guarantees an invitation. Third, gain Canadian work experience if possible through study permits or work permits. These pathways are becoming more important than ever. The truth is, express entry is not closed. Canada is still inviting thousands of immigrants, but the system is no longer random. It is becoming more targeted and strategic, and the applicants who understand this shift early will have the biggest advantage. If you want, I can also show you the three biggest immigration opportunities still available in Canada in 2026. Just make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next update. And I'll see you in the next video.